Welcome to Monday Meditation on Psalm 119. Today we're considering verse 100, where the psalmist says, I understand more than the aged because I have observed your precepts. This section of Psalm 119 is interesting because he's already talked about how he could have more wisdom than his enemies. He could have more insight than all of his teachers. And now he speaks of having more understanding than even the aged. Now, it's important to keep in mind that just because a person is older, just because a person has power or influence, does not mean they have insight or wisdom or understanding. And especially for those of you out there that are younger and you're in ministry, I recall when I was much younger in ministry that I was working both with youth and then, of course, their parents. And they obviously had much more life experience than I had. But I read these verses and I memorized them because it was a very important reminder to me that the issue is not primarily my age. Of course, I don't have the same life experience, but the reality is God gives us his word so that we can have what we need to accomplish the ministry that he entrusts us with. And so it's not that I would ever be sufficient in and of myself, regardless of my age. The reality is the reason that I can serve God and be involved in ministry is because he gives his spirit to me and he gives me his word. But I have a responsibility with the word. I have to study. I have to meditate on it. I need to strive to practice it. And as I do those things, then God gives me the wisdom that I need. He gives me the insight that I need. He gives me the understanding that I must have. And so the provision is completely from God. And so especially for those of you that are younger out there, keep that in mind. Serve God, but to serve him right, you must be committed to the truth of his word. And then he'll give you all that you need to accomplish the work that he sets before you. Have a great week in the Lord. Thank you.